Good evening, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome and hello. Thank you for being here. We're going to be doing things a little bit different today. A little just kind of... a little chilling. A little chillaxing. That's the goal. Man, I'm going to be working, but be chatting and conversing, hanging out with all y'all. So, what I'm going to do is... pop out chat. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah. Doing a lot of, I guess I should probably go ahead and bada boom. Switch to the full cam, baby. Been doing a lot of prep with Corgi earlier today. Got some good news about. So we are making some headway as far as progress goes. I'm pretty excited. She's been working her little booty off, so... Yo, what's up? How you doing? Chante? Good to see you. How you doing today? Welcome into our chatting and chilling. I'm gonna be using this time to... kind of multitask, get some stuff done for the fundraiser for this weekend, and do some prep for Monday's Pathfinder game, since we didn't have one this week. I have a whole lot that I would like to get ready. Tired? Man, I feel you on that. I passed out pretty early last night. I think I zonked out about 9 o'clock. What's got you so tired, Shante? What's going on with you? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. What's been going on? Love the new heart badge. I have it as well now. Mine showed up yesterday. I'd certainly like to get it set up. What you been doing today? What's got you so tired? Been at work since the past Saturday. Don't have no day off till this upcoming Saturday. Jesus. Fuck, I feel you on that one. Jeez. God, why have they been working you so hard? What's been going on? Oh! Yo, what up, Lost Soul? Damn. Is it normal for them to work you like 7 days in a row? You're good, ... What? What's going on, dude? What's going on, Lost Soul? You doing okay? Your health all right? Also, thank you, my brother, for the resub. That was very, very, very kind of you. I appreciate it. That goes a long way. Stopping by. I appreciate you stopping by. Good, good. I'm glad the health is doing well. Good old Jask. What up, Turnip? How you doing, bud? It's weird. What do you do for work, Shante? What's happening, brother? Always a pleasure to have you, your sweetness, come by. cook at a nursing home. Wonder why then they've been working you so hard. Well, I'm glad you got the, Saturday off, or do you at least have like the weekend off? You get Saturday and Sunday? I had to work extra because of the President's Day weekend because I work in sales. Explaining Guilty Gear lore to some friends. Yo, don't you love getting there and something? You can just talk nerdy about lore. Late over here, so you're gonna hang out for a bit. Yeah, man. Feel free to chill. That's kind of what we're doing today. We're just kind of chilling. I'm gonna be doing some prep for my Pathfinder game, some prep for the fundraiser as well. So I welcome the company. But we've been making you get Saturday and Sunday off. Nice. Well, if you want, that's when my 24-hour fundraiser stream is, so I'd love for you to be there for that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna be having a blast. I wouldn't. No. Take the weekend off. Enjoy yourself. Unplug. Oh, thank you for the lurk. Turnip. Have fun explaining lore. Priorities. Oh, that one's already done. Oh, hell yeah. D&D Saturday night. Nice. Cool. How's the D&D going? It is the weekend. Yes. Yeah, we'll be starting 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So 12 o'clock my time. I'll be going for 24 hours. So new campaign. Ooh, I love it when I get a new campaign. Are you running it or are you a player? Okay. So you're a player then. Nice. What are you playing as? What's your player comp? They have you jumping with these aircraft this week? Oof. That sounds unpleasant. Like jumping, like what do you mean by jumping? Also, Shantae, is your DM like, is this homebrew or are they running an adventure, an adventure path? Rogue Druid. You're in high school. Wonder if it's fuck, what's it called? There's the Magic Academy adventure that they released a couple years back. You know, that one came with like the owl folk. He's making it up. Okay. I hope it's fun. Is he like your guys' usual DM? Yeah, you told me you work on like aircraft and stuff, but maybe I just don't understand the vernacular when you say you're jumping. Yeah. Two. Oh, still go. It's a friend/coworkers campaign. Okay, so he's ran stuff for you guys before then. He's a pretty good DM. Anytime I hear like high school, I'm like, ooh, yeah, I'm like, ooh, is this gonna be like, I've gotten to the point in my age where like watching an anime, you know, high school, I'm just like, ugh, just like kind of Kind of tempo sometimes means shit about to hit the fan. Oh. The third campaign you've been in because he keeps restarting it and he kills you instantly. Whoa, wait, what? He kills you instantly. Hold on. Really? That's not a good way to learn how to play the game. Are you level 1? It's no wonder you have no idea what you're doing if you keep dying instantly and he keeps restarting. Well, I don't like to stick my fingers in other people's pies, but... First 2, you died. First campaign he made you level 20? Have you ever played before that? I've never legitimately had a level 20 character. I've had like we've had ones that we've like, we're doing this, we're starting at level 20. No, oh my god, girl or guy. I apologize, I don't know your pronouns, but that is rough. That is confusing as hell. That's overwhelming. At least it's D&D, but holy crap. You joined halfway through. I don't really have a problem with joining the whole halfway through thing, but man, I mean, I guess as long as you were okay with it, but man, that's rough. Trying to learn how to do a tabletop system by just getting thrown right into it is at level 20, so the highest level you can be. I'll happily explain it to you. What do you need help with? I mean, I'm not doing D&D prep today, but I'm doing kind of D&D made a split, but whew. GM's your boss at your second job. It's kind of an interesting situation to be in. Yeah. Shoot. I mean, I'll happily help however I can if you're looking for help and that sort of thing. I'm gonna go ahead and reveal my screen here. It's not very sexy. This is just the page I'm going to be using for getting things kind of prepped for today. So and while, you know, technically any of my players could show up and sit in the stream if they really wanted to spoil themselves, they could, but you got D&D Beyond, so it's explaining to you a little bit better than they have. All right, what concepts do you understand of Dungeons and Dragons? Now, mind you, yo, Yelleth, thank you, buddy. Yelleth is actually a big tabletop player as well. Funny enough. Here, let me pop up. Do you know, Shantae, if you, oh, you roll dice. Okay, wow. Woof. Okay. Okay. They have really just thrown you into the fire. We'll do Eve of Night. Thank you for the hydrate, bud. Okay. we're gonna shift gears for a little bit here while we help you, okay, Shantae? Okay. I assume do you all play in person? I appreciate it, man. So it's my first time doing it, you know, live. I thought it'd be fun to kind of chat with people while I do it. I'll probably get no progress done, but all right. I mean, we should start with the very basics, all right, Shantae? Okay, in person, cool. So you don't have to learn a virtual tabletop then, which is super, super nice. All right. As far as kind of the basics, do you know if you guys are playing 5e or the new 5e? I think they call it 2024 edition. Have they explained that to you? My guess is you're probably playing original 5e. Okay. Yo, what up, Dev? How you doing, bud? We're going into a tutorial on D&D. So I hope you're prepped and ready for that. Poor Shantae has been thrown into the belly of the beast without ever being taught how to play. After everyone's still on 3.5. Decent amount if you go on Reddit, actually. Same with 1E Pathfinder. Okay. So let's start with the very basics here. Shantae, do you understand the ability scores, your attributes? You're gonna put backseat the entire time. There's nothing really to backseat. It's all just learning stuff. So you're welcome to chime in about things. Mind you, I haven't played 5e in a hot minute, but not really. Okay. So these have been pretty much the same for a really, really long time now. Always been strength, dex, con, int, whiz, and charisma. It's been kind of the bread and butter. So D&D 5e is one of many D20 systems. I want to make sure the music's not too loud. Really? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Most D20 systems are a little bit on the crunchier side as far as game systems go. And by crunchy, that just means a little more math is involved. But your attributes here kind of make the foundation for your entire character. Your strength, very self-explanatory, is going to be how hard you hit with a melee weapon, how well you hit with a melee weapon, and how much you can carry for the most part. I know D&D does things a little bit differently, and they have saves for every single attribute as well, but we'll get there eventually. But kind of to know if you're looking to get up close to someone in combat and hit them well with your weapon, typically, not always, but typically you're going to use your strength. So you said you're going to be playing a rogue or a rogue druid. I don't know if you mean you're playing a rogue / druid or you're like a druid that left their circle or what, but strength is probably not going to be super important to your character, is my guess. Dexterity, on the other hand, dexterity is rogue / druid. Okay, dexterity is, like, in my opinion, probably the most important stat of, like, most attribute of the entire game. It affects a lot. The druid for the language. Okay. So you're probably going to be using your dexterity a lot. So dexterity is, once again, exactly as the name sounds, is your dexterousness I should also probably mention, I want to back up just a little bit because there are skills that fall under strength too, and those are going to be your pretty straightforward stuff like athletics. So you got your athletics, which is based off your strength. And I guess that's it for 5th edition. They just kind of wrap everything together as far as anything swimming, climbing, all in athletics. Pushing. Dexterity covers a whole lot of stuff. Charisma is the most important. So dexterity is gonna be how, typically for a rogue, how well you will hit with your melee weapon, or how well you hit for everyone with a ranged weapon. For the most part, I should say. There are some variants to some things, but we're just gonna kind of go broad spectrum here. I don't know if you've decided what kind of rogue you're gonna be, if you're thinking of being a ranged rogue, or if you're thinking of being a melee rogue, but typically Dex is rogue's kind of best friend. Really nice thing that a lot of modern systems do these days is they do make it pretty easy as far as knowing what stats are important for your character. So while we are going to be skipping a little bit, just want to use it as an example. Like looking at the rogue, creating a rogue, they do kind of hit a little more on the role-playing stuff, but quick and dirty build. They mention first, dexterity should be your highest score. You can make intelligence your next highest if you want to be good at investigation, charisma if you plan to emphasize on deception and social interactions. That does make it a little bit easier. You became a literal dictator in your campaign because you have a 20 in charisma and you were so popular before the election you gained a plus $14 charisma checks in the town you were running in. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to run for like student council president or something, Shantae, that could not be a bad choice. I, of course, don't know what's going to be in your campaign, so I got to keep it pretty broad. Convince the council to give you emergency powers. You mean, oh, okay, so you fucking pulled a Palpatine. You think it's a short range rogue with the weapons that you got. Okay, do you remember which weapons you got? When you say short range, do you mean you're going to be stabbing people with something, or you're going to be shooting someone? Most rogues typically stick short range no matter what, even with ranged combat, because you do have a limit to how far you can be to allow your sneak attack to work. Your class is essentially your job. That's a tough question. Really, none of them can. They're all wrapped up in being your character. Your background is what you used to do, or typically is the kind of the rule of thumb. Your background was what you did before you became an adventurer. And then your species is obviously, what your race is. So if you're, a human, an elf, a dwarf, an orc, or one of the plenty others that now exist, they all make up your character, but your class really determines a lot of your abilities. We're fighting the nightmare. He ran off, securing the town from the nightmare. So as long as I say it's in name of security, Pace loves it. Yeah, it's very Fable 3 of you. That's 100, dude. That's so fucking just 9/11. Oh, okay, yeah. People are gonna kill us. Give them more power. But we won't get too ahead of ourselves. I just wanted to use this as an example, just because you said you were going to be a rogue, as to why it is important for you. So I won't get too deep into it just yet. We'll get there eventually, as far as like how how that kind of lines up, but your dexterity affects a whole lot of other things as well. So it's your acrobatics. That's going to be things like your tumbling out of the way of things, your balancing, stuff along things that are definitely much more acrobatic rather than athletic. You know, things you don't necessarily using your strength for, but being more dexterous about. You're also going to use your dexterity for your, this is important for you as a rogue, your sleight of hand. Sleight of hand kind of encompasses a whole lot of stuff now. But the main thing of sleight of hand is to steal things. So you can see kind of a quick description there. And then you have your stealth as well. Besides taxes like against the religion of the town, so funding your military probably been a little rough. A few local businesses have been chipping in though. I'm happy you've been able to extort the local businesses to help fund the military. But then you also have your stealth, which is pretty self-explanatory, which is you're being sneaky. Also very, very helpful for a rogue. Big thing, kind of the bread and butter of rogues is not being noticed, so you can sneak up on someone, sneak past someone, what have you. So very, very, very important. Like I said, of course, it will depend on what kind of campaign you're playing. You said it's going to be like taking place in like a high school. So I don't know. It's usually what a session 0 is really good for. I don't know. Do you know, Shantae? Are you guys doing a session, what's called a session 0? Oh, okay, so you do the opposite. You raise the power of the people that give you money. Cool. I think we're just starting, like, not talking about just getting into it. Okay. That's a pretty old school way to do things. I don't know how old your boss is. Kind of a popular thing nowadays is something called a session 0. And it can really just be handled online too. You know, people don't have to get together for it, but you know, if you're all friends, it's nice to get to see each other and hang out outside of work. But in the session 0, in the most vaguest of terms, would like give kind of a broad spectrum of like what to expect in the campaign. Like, this is the broad outline. These are the things that are going to be useful. And you can kind of ask the DM at that point, oh, would this kind of build be useful in this campaign? Because I don't want to be a waste. Yo, what up, Cricket? Yeah, that's actually what we're going through right now. I'm doing a little explanation for Shantae here, and anyone who's listening. Technically it's late. I'm usually on earlier on Wednesdays, but we were doing a lot of stuff before. I was doing stuff with Corgi for getting stuff ready for the fundraiser, but I'll definitely get there. This is D&D. This is not the stuff I'm usually prepping. Yeah. Exactly. So as Dev is saying there, or Game and Gamer, it's supposed to just give a very good idea, and it also allows the DM a good chance to be able to take the info of your characters and work it into the story they want to tell. Everyone does it a little bit differently. There's no one right way to do it, but kind of the general idea is you don't want to show up with a you don't want to show up with your face, like your diplomacy bard, in a like high combat, adventure where you're not going to be able to diplomatize your way out of situations. It's all just bam, 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 bam. They're playing IRL. He's 30? Okay, so he's younger than me. So, kind of weird that he's doing it the way he's doing, but oh well. If you don't mind me asking, Shantae, how old are you? I asked that in the most polite way possible. All of you hang out are literally like 3 years apart of age. Okay, that's not bad. I just expect a little better of someone who's 30 years old at this point if they've been DMing for a bit, but I don't want to be, I'm not trying to be a snob about it. I just want you to be set up for the best success so you have fun. It's not fair to die in the first first session, every encounter, every campaign. Yeah, typically I think rogue is perfectly fine as a starting class. They're very their role is very, very clear. They have a high chance of survival because you get to decide what you do. Do you know what the other people are playing as? Yes, that's another thing you usually get to go over as party comp. I usually... No. Okay. All right. Okay. Interesting. Did you come up with the idea to be a druid, or did they ask you to multi-class a druid? All you know is that 2 of the guys are going to be stepbrothers in the game. Okay. Helpful. You decide that. Okay. Cool. I just bring it up because multi-classing just adds an extra level of difficulty to your character. Just want to make sure you're comfortable with that. Okay. We're going to continue down the list because we still... Who became best friends? Oh. So, moving on. Constitution. Constitution is... Yeah, stepbrothers. Yeah. Did we just become best friends? Much more room for activities. Constitution, to put it simply, is your health. I should also mention, I want to mention before I forget, Dex saves are a pretty popular save. Back in the day, they would be called reflex saves. Dex saves come in a lot with things that kind of happen out of nowhere and your character needs to react to them. They're going to be your specialty against things like someone casts a fireball at you, or try and drop a gate on top of you, or about to fall down a pit or something. Your reflex saves are probably going to be really, really good. Constitution is your health. Constitution is going to help determine your hit points. So how much damage you can take before you go unconscious. What level are you going to be, Shantae? You start at 1. Okay. All right, so you will just be essentially a rogue then. All right. Or did you want to start as a druid? They're very different classes, so it's going to make it interesting. Get legends. You have no idea. Okay. Did you say you pretty much just wanted to take Druid just to know the Druid language? The Druid secret language? You like that you can talk to animals being a Druid. Okay. Yeah. It's very, yeah. Okay. Then what made you want to be a rogue? I mean, heck, as a Druid, you can turn into an animal. Yeah, yeah. Level 2 druids get what's called wild shape. So they can start turning into animals themselves. They won't be able to at level 1, but eventually, and they do have some like limitations. But I mean, you get all the way up to like 8th level. I mean, you can get, they do have max CR ratings too, but you could turn into, as they says here, like you could go all the way, you could be a giant eagle. Yeah. Full druid. Okay. Perfect. That makes things easier then. Much, much, much easier. Druids are awesome, by the way. Okay. We'll cross that road when we get to it. Just know Constitution is your health, your hit points, and technically how much you get healed with your hit die, I believe, if I remember correctly. It's really what it affects the most. There are your con saves as well. Those are going to be affected by things like poison, to resist poison, resist diseases, and usually a lot of spells that if they affect you kind of physically, your con save comes into play quite a lot. So back in the day, other systems like a fortitude save that would protect you from things like being disintegrated or something. So not a ton goes into con, but it is very, very important as far as survival goes. As a druid, you're probably not going to have super high con. So, of course, depends on what kind of druid you want to be. But we will go there. If you're thinking you're going to turn into an animal and go fight people, might change things. But next is your intelligence. Your intelligence is really just that. It's your mental aptitude for your knowledge, how well you know things, how well you know kind of the world around you. Give you an idea of these skills here. Not a single one of these skills is con. But intelligence, we've got arcana, history, investigation, nature, and religion. So 5 skills. A magician and a warden for the druid. What do you mean? Are you looking at their like archetypes? A sacred role. Gotcha. Here. Well, I'll do it at the same time as you. I was gonna get there, but class. We are going to do a druid. I don't know what you picked. I figured. I'm gonna assume you chose like nature or survival. Okay. I didn't see anything about a magician or a warden. Yo, what up, Hapless? How you doing, buddy? Welcome in, man. How's your day been, man? You been working? Animal handling and survival. Dang, I was close. Oh, you know what? That could be why. Hey, Zavi, thanks for coming in. You're getting there. Work through the day, thankfully. Now overdue for a long weekend. That's right. You got your 5 days off now, right? Got your birthday coming up. Happy freaking birthday to you, man. Again. I'm excited for you. We're just talking about teaching Shantae about D&D. So if this is anything that anyone is currently interested in, feel free to hang out and join in. Question for you, Shantae. I think that has to do with the new druid, which sounds confusing when I put it that way. Because I'm looking at 5th edition druid, but you might be looking at the 2024 druid. And that's kind of that question I asked earlier. Oh, really? Well, you are in the right place then, my man. We are helping Shantae build a druid. She's unfortunately not been taught by her DM, and she's just been kind of thrown into it and has died several times. So trying to kind of help her get the ropes. You just have all the boxes checked for all the characters you don't want to check anything. Okay. All right. See you, Zavi. I imagine you're hanging with Judy, so tell Judy hi for me. Okay. Yeah, let me see. That's why. Druid, magician, or warden. Okay. Much appreciated. All right. You're asked to pick your primal order. Okay. So here's kind of the breakdown. Shantae, the easy version of it. Magician is going to concentrate more on spell casting. Warden is going to concentrate more on use of weapons and armor, so like melee combat. So if you're thinking of wild shaping a lot, you could probably just go with magician. But really, it's ultimately up to you, just kind of how you want to play your druid. We're kind of gonna, what you're gonna notice is we're gonna make decisions. We're gonna keep going, keep building the character, and then we're gonna run into kind of another crossroad of decisions, and that might cause you to change a decision back here. So really, as far as a beginning character concept, just kind of decide, do I want to be a spellcasting? Do I want to concentrate more on spellcasting, or do I want to concentrate more on hand-to-hand combat? I recommend the magician, personally. I think druids are some of the most badass spellcasters in existence. So I think you would get a lot more out of it doing that. But like I said, ultimately it is your choice. I never like to tell people how to run their characters. All right. Moving along. Bonk druids can be very nice. Kind of the cool thing is druids can go both. Level 1, it's kind of tough because you don't have the ability to wild shape yet, so you're really going to be dependent on whether you are a magician or a warden. Druids are just not super hardy in general. They're pretty squishy. But a level 1 druid, no matter what, whether you're a magician or not, does get, at least 5th edition, 2 first level spells and 2 cantrips. So I don't know what magician adds. That's new stuff. I don't have the new stuff. Okay. That makes sense to you, Shantae? Or did I explain it too fast or something? Okay, cool. What did you end up deciding to go with? Did you go magician or warden? Magician. Nice. Okay. You'll have to teach me what that changes because I don't know what magician affects. I have, like I said, I have original 5th edition stuff, so I'm going based off of that. But cool that they added that. Sounds a little more Pathfindery rather than D&D. So they might be learning. To continue the lesson here, so strength, hit things with melee weapons, damage with melee weapons, carrying capacity, dexterity, like moving out of the way of things, your acrobatics like balancing, tumbling, your ability to hit with ranged weapons as well as light melee weapons potentially. Constitution, health, and con saves. Now, interestingly, once our class is decided, we actually become proficient in 2 of our stats here, which will come into play later. Intelligence is your knowledge. Biggest thing it's going to play in part 4, as far as intelligence goes, is the higher your intelligence, the more skills you are proficient in. And if you are an intelligence-based spellcaster, which you are not, druids are wisdom, it can affect like your saves and the saving DCs for your spells and stuff. Also, intelligence determines how many languages you know at character creation. So if we look at the skills, you have like Arcana, so that's your knowledge on the arcane. Like someone casts a spell, you could possibly use Arcana to learn to be able to recognize the spell, to be able to recognize ancient runes, all sorts of like kind of cool stuff. Arcana is super, super, super helpful. It's even used in some monsters. You can recognize those monsters via Arcana. So very, very helpful. So you can identifying magic items, which is really, really huge. So very cool stuff. I highly recommend putting points into that later, but we'll cross that road when we get there. Your next one is history. This is more of a role-playing one, really, but being able to recall historical events, historical people, recent wars, lost civilizations. I don't know how much that's going to play into, like, I guess if you have a history class in the high school you're going to, this could be useful, but you know, this is mostly a, like, hey, it can give you helpful information for sure given the situation. Like, oh, you know, this old ancient civilization fell because of this thing that happened to them, and the creatures that destroyed them, that took down their civilization, were this, blah, blah. You know, it could teach you things that could be helpful in the adventure. Investigation is really helpful. That's being able to look around for, like, clues, deduce the situation with those clues, be able to find, like, hidden things. Really, it has a just absolutely huge plethora of possibilities that you can use investigation with. So it's kind of your catch-all of things that don't necessarily fall under perception, will fall under investigation. Nature, which is huge for you. Quite literally, your knowledge of nature. What are those plants like? What are these animals like? Being able to predict the weather, be able to like find your way, like, and sometimes when you're, like, lost, that falls more under survival technically, but arcanic, religion, and investigation. Do they have nature? I wouldn't think they got rid of nature, did they? That is the last one, is religion. It is also, as it sounds like. Religion's more helpful in some people's campaigns than others. Interesting. They got rid of nature. That's crazy. Oh boy. That's a pretty wild choice. Is it gone, or they just didn't give you a choice to pick it? Apparently I need to... apologize, I can't be more helpful because I don't know. You do 2024. This is the newest stuff. Let's see. Okay, nature still does exist. Okay, so it is there. I looked up a character sheet. Okay, I'm gonna just scroll on down to Druid. That'll help things too. There we go. You want one extra cantrip. Oh, nice. And you get bonus to your Arcana or Nature checks. So it didn't let you pick Nature. It's very interesting. I'll have a follow-up question to that. I just want to finish up. Well, screw it. What are you doing to determine your stats? What is your DM having you do? Is he just doing standard array? Not sure. That's a very important question. Because you should not have all 10s in your stats as a character typically. Not unless you're a level 0 farmer. You're rolling for them. That is really a pain. If he wants you to show up with your characters ready. Here's what we're going to do in preparation, okay? If he wants to decide to change it when you're there, you'll know it'll be kind of easy to swap out based on what you rolled. But D&D, I think starting, you're letting the D&D app pick them. What did it do? What did it pick your stats? My guess is it's doing what I'm talking about, which is called standard array. So standard array, just to put it simply, you're not that far yet. Well, this is an important part because we want to make sure usually attributes are kind of what you figure out partially first. So standard array starts you with a 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, and 8. Okay? That's 6 stats for you to assign into your attributes to kind of plug them in. So, like for you as a druid, we can use, the text here. Primary ability, wisdom. Wisdom is your most important stat by far. If you want to concentrate hard on your spell casting and make the most out of your spell casting, you would put probably put your highest number in your wisdom. So you could put a 15 in there. So we'll just use me as the example for this. Boom, I'll put 15 in my wisdom. If I'm going to be primarily a spellcaster, are you going to want to wild shape and fight while in wild shape? Are you going to want to attack people while in your animal forms? Or are you going to be using your animal forms for like other purposes like recon or being sneaky or escape? Escape. Okay. So you're probably not going to turn into like a wolf and go attack an enemy as a wolf then, by the sounds of it. So if we're not worried about that, well, we can concentrate more so on our mental aptitudes. I would probably put my next highest, which is intelligence, as the 14. Oh, you're all good, Crow. No worries, man. You haven't been ghosting at all. I know you're a busy boy, but it's good to see you, man. I hope you've been doing well. We're still trucking along, dude. Plus, just been doing a lot of prep for the fundraiser and all that. So don't ever feel like that, man. I said wisdom for 15. If you don't want to slot those numbers in yet, how'd Monday go? We didn't have a Monday. It was not, there was no Monday because I was working because of President's Day weekend. So you didn't miss Monday. We will have a session this upcoming Monday though. And by all means, you don't need to do the same things I'm about to do, okay, Shantae? I don't play a lot of I don't play Druid very often. It's something I should play more as because Druids are really badass. But my thinking is did I stream Pokemon yesterday or Monday? I streamed, you're talking about Crystal? I streamed that Monday. Yesterday I didn't stream. I was too tired. I fell asleep at like 8 o'clock yesterday. So here's where I might switch things up, Shantae. So you're thinking, if I'm going to be mostly a spellcaster druid, I'm probably going to stay in the back. So I think I'm going to concentrate on ranged weapons if I'm not using spells. So like a bow or something, right? So I would probably use a bow. I would probably put my 13 in my dex. I also don't want to die very quickly. I want to stay a little bit hardy, especially if I do end up turning into an animal and have to kind of get in a scuffle. I'm probably I'm gonna put a 12 in Constitution just so I get a little more hit points, a little more survivability. And I think I'm gonna keep. Do you plan on being the face of the party at all, Shantae? And by face, I mean you're going to be talking to NPCs. You're going to be like negotiating. You're going to be doing the diplomacy. You're going to be trying to, talk for the party sometimes. So what they call the face is like the person who primarily talks to the NPCs. Do you think that's something you're going to try and do? You're gonna for sure, but there's what a lot of people call the party face, which is the person who does it the most, like the person who's really gonna be the one doing. I want to know if you're interested in doing it though, because it's really gonna be the difference between whether we have a 10 charisma or an 8 charisma. If you're interested in role playing, I would keep the charisma at 10 and drop the strength down to an 8. Since you picked a haunted one, you're a haunted one. Okay. All right. We ain't fucking around here. Oh man. Do I even have that one downloaded? I don't. Poop doggy. All right, let me I thought I had all the modules downloaded. Oh, fuck. Which one was haunted one in? Want you to make a background and make it a background? Yeah, what made you pick haunted one? Oh, pardon me. Why did I have like no backgrounds, even though I have all these books loaded? Very weird. I know haunted one is a pretty common background. Whatever. You're dark and demented anyway. Okay. Just know that, it is a seed for your role playing. So just remember to think about it like that. But since you're starting off, never bad to start with something you're comfortable with. So if you're feeling comfortable being dark and demented, there you go. Okay. So do you not get bonus hit points at level 1? Or dark and demented? That's what welcome back, Sophie. Well, I'm just gonna stick with the quick build background, which is hermit, living in like a sheltered community sort of dealio. Let me choose a language to learn. I'm thinking let's learn common. All no infernal, just for the fun of it. Yeah, this is D&D. This is D&D 5th edition, where I'm helping Shantae out learn D&D for her upcoming game this weekend. Even though she's on technically a different system than what I'm playing, but than what I'm building on. But it's same basic idea. So. Oh, you know what? It's because I didn't do... Oh, well. It is cool. It's a lot of information. That's why it can be hard if you're just kind of thrown into the deep end. Okay. So we've got your stats. We've got your class. We are missing something very important, which is your species. You have any idea what species you're going to want to play as, Shantae? You have something picked out? Ooh. Elf. Good fucking choice. All right. I'm just going to stick with good old Elfie. All right. Elves are awesome. Not enough people play elves, in my opinion. Okay. Elves are broken down into essentially 5 or 6 different kinds of elves. You got your dark elf, which are the drow. Probably usually not the best character option for most adventures because you suffer from sunlight sensitivity. But dark elves are fucking cool. There's the ever popular Eladrin. So they're native to the Feywild realm. They have different looks based on which season they kind of align with, which is pretty cool. Which comes with different personality traits and different flaws that you can use. They're pretty awesome. They're kind of your, I don't want to say they're your stereotypical elves, but they get a cool ability called Fey Step, which lets them teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space. So it's kind of a get out of jail free card or a reposition for free card. It's really awesome. Only takes up a bonus action. I'll explain what a bonus action is later. And then at 3rd level, based on which of the seasons you chose, it gains a additional ability. Keep in mind, though, the important thing with a Fey Step is you can only do it once until you take a short or long rest. We'll explain rests later. Other than that, they get a +1 to their charisma. And then you get your usual, the stuff that you get from elf. So I guess we should say, no matter what, as an elf, you get +2 to your dex. Okay. Your speed is 30 feet. You have dark vision, which is pretty great. So you can see in the dark. You have proficiency in perception, so you can see and hear things better than most people can. You have Fey ancestry, which gives you advantage on saving throws against being charmed. And magic cannot put you to sleep. No matter what, you cannot be put to sleep by magic. So, and then as an elf, you do not need to sleep. You just need to meditate semi-conscious for 4 hours a day. People call it a trance. So, pretty cool. And you only need to do it for 4 hours, whereas most races need 8 hours of rest. So you have your choice of the Eladrin. You have a High Elf. High Elves are known for being good at magic. So they're a bit paler looking. They have kind of golden or silver eyes. They usually have like this cool silver or like white hair. Took the High Elf language, just gave you the option for elf as a species. Man, did they change that? Let's take a look. Wait, where's the species? What the heck? Character origins. There it is. It's weird that they put that so far in the back. Okay. Here we are. Oh, did you? Okay, I think I know what it was. You didn't choose your language, you chose lineage. You chose an Elvish lineage. Welcome in, Pasquatopus. So keep in mind, Chante, that you know the prestidigitation cantrip. Okay? You just... I'm sure it had you pick 2 languages also, but did it have you pick the High Elf lineage? I'm reading from the book, and that's what it is. You're good. You're all good. It's no problem. We're operating on 2 different systems too, which doesn't help. So, all right. So you chose High Elf, which are the more magically inclined elves. So you know prestidigitation as a cantrip. Exciting. And whenever you finish a long rest, you can replace that cantrip with a different cantrip from the wizard spell list. It's very specific as the wizard spell list. So try your best to remember that, but I'll go ahead. I'll be a High Elf as well. And then I'll just keep the dexterity and I'll keep the intelligence. And then I will learn Dwarvish. Okay. Cool. All right. So now you have your species or your ancestry, as we usually call it, and you are a High Elf. Cool thing is that it gives you a good idea of helping you kind of figure out what you look like and a little bit of what stereotypically your species acts like, which can help in your role playing. Which is inevitably going to happen. So High Elves are a bit snootier of a species. They're kind of a like holier than thou, like I'm better than you. You know, I'm going to live forever. I'm smarter. I can cast magic like easily. They're kind of assholes, but but they're also just like gorgeous. Like they're beautiful. We didn't get any bonuses to charisma, but they can also kind of help you determine what you look like as well. Nice thing about these apps is it should autofill a lot of this stuff for you. So like my perception's already checked for proficiency, which is nice. That'll be kind of one of the next things we talk about is proficiency. Are you familiar with proficiency at all? I don't get why they put the raises so far back. A little bit. It's pretty simple. Based on what level you are, just determines what your proficiency is, starting at +2 and ending the game at +6. Your proficiency goes into anything that you are proficient in. So on the case of like my front page here, I'm proficient in intelligence and wisdom saves. So that's why they get to be a bit higher compared to the rest of my saves. They get that additional +2 added to them. Same with my AC, because the armor that I'm wearing right now, which is none, I am proficient in. We look at our skills. My medicine, because I'm proficient in medicine, gets to add my wisdom ability modifier, which is 2, and then add 2 from my proficiency. Boom, we get 4. Does that make sense? Cool. All righty then. So we've got our species, we've got our abilities done, we've got our class kind of started. Let's take a look at our core druid traits. These are going to be very important. So we get a D8 of health per druid level. D&D still has you roll your health when you level up. You start off with max at level 1. So I don't have 98. I have 9 hit points. Because I have, at least I should. It'd be crazy if they took that away. You get your D8 maxed plus your constitution modifier. My constitution modifier, yes, that's hit points. Yep. My constitution modifier is +1. So I get 9 starting hit points. It's not a lot of hit points, but it's not a terrible amount. So I can take 9 damage before I fall unconscious. Yours is 13. Okay. Don't know why, but I'm glad yours is higher. How does that change? It goes up by increasing your con and leveling up. That's really about it. So there are some feats. I don't know if they still exist. Some feats can increase your hit points as well. But for the most part, you're pretty much going to have what you have. But when you level up, you'll get to roll for more hit points. And hopefully you'll roll like that. Because that'll be another, for you, sounds like 13 hit points. I think D&D Beyond will probably auto roll it for you when you level up, but we won't worry about that right now. All right, you chose your 2 skill proficiencies. You chose animal handling and you chose survival. Animal handling is very, very self-explanatory. Calm down an animal, keep a mount from getting spooked, intuit an animal's intentions. Pretty easy stuff. And then you chose survival, which is like following tracks, keeping yourself from getting lost, identifying signs of creatures. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. How to predict the weather, avoid quicksand, natural hazards, natural traps. It helps you navigate through natural traps. Survival is very good. It's unfortunately kind of glossed over in a lot of adventures. I don't know how much is going to come up in your current adventure, but why session 0 is helpful. But we're just going to make you a generally just good druid. All right. We're going to move down the list here. Your skill proficiencies we just did. So weapon proficiencies, you're trained in all simple weapons. Not going to mean anything to you now. It's going to come up later. Just remember in your head, simple weapons. You are trained in your tool proficiency of a herbalism kit. Yes. Yes, please. No. Could you give me a glass of water, though? Pretty please. The water bottle's on my nightstand. Oh, wow. That's awesome. Yeah, man. Never got to play enough like D&D and stuff with you, Jake. So just know that you could you know how to use an herbalism kit. Another thing we'll visit later. Armor training. You are trained in both light armor and shields. I didn't know druids know how to use shields. So just remember light armor and shields. Okay. And then you can choose, I don't know how your DM wants to do it, so it's up to you, but you can pick your starting equipment, which is option A or option B. A is armor, shield, sickle, druidic focus, which is a quarterstaff, explorer's pack, herbalism kit, and 9 gold. You just pick the weapons. So you could you get all of those things. You don't get just the weapons. So you got the armor, the shield, the sickle. You got all of that, right? Okay, you still get 9 gold. So make sure it probably put that on there because it's probably just you pick one or the other. You made the smarter choice. It's easier for you that way. Otherwise, because the other option is just here's 50 gold to spend on what you want to kind of kit yourself out. Okay. Let us approach the next section. So I'm going to move this over here, I think, because it's going to help people more. Whoop. That way they kind of know what I'm looking at. Okay. So we're going to start into what is very much not the most beginner-friendly aspect of tabletop role-playing games, which is your spellcasting ability. Do you at all understand how spells work in D&D? It's okay to say no. Took me a very long time before I understood. Okay, cool. Spells are it's a big hurdle, but once you understand it, it really makes a lot of the rest of D&D like really easy, because it's really one of the most complex parts to remember, and it's the part that people mess up the most. So don't ever feel like self-conscious about that. Oh, thank you. It's inevitably going to happen, and just keep that in mind going forward. No. We're going to explain it. It's a very important part of your character. I just needed some water. Okay. Let's start from the beginning. You are what's called a prepared caster. There are two types of casters, a prepared caster and a spontaneous caster. You are a prepared caster. You, at the beginning of your day, prepare your spells from a list of spells. Spontaneous casters know their spells, and they're able to cast from those known spells. That might not make sense to you right off the bat, but essentially what that means, broken down in its most basic form, is when you wake up, you have to pick, I'm going to cast one of this spell, two of this spell, and one of this spell. Where spontaneous casters can go, even though I've casted this spell twice, I'm going to cast it a third time because I still have available slots. They don't have to prepare it at the beginning of the day. But the trade-off is they usually know less spells. Does that make sense? If it doesn't make 100% sense, it doesn't really matter, because it's not going to affect you too much. Okay. So, a bit. Okay. It's not going to matter because you're a prepared spellcaster. So that's all that's really going to affect you is just your preparation spells. There are two types of spells to really be reductive about it. There are cantrips and there are your spell slots. Your cantrips are spells. They're very low level spells that you can cast as many times as you want. You have absolutely no limit to the amount of times you can cast your cantrips. Spell slots are your limited number of spells of those particular levels. So let's look over here on the right side. We can see spell slots per spell level, right? So starting at level 1, because you're a level 1 character, you know 2 cantrips, and you can cast 2 level 1 spells per day. All right. That making sense so far? Somewhat. Okay. So they changed spells a little bit to make it a little bit kinder for people. Huh. So you can now have a larger list of prepared spells, and then you have the number that you can cast from. So let's take a look. I'm sure there's an easier way to do this. We're just gonna guess. Look at that. Got pretty close. These are definitely not your spells. Here we go. All right. Spells. We want druid spells. Oh, I apologize. They treat you as a druid as a kind of like a cleric. So you do not need to prep your spells as strenuously. Anyways. This section will be one of your best friends. I hope they have it in order of... They do not. Okay. That's unfortunate. They used to have the spells in order of class. Let's see if we can find us a level 1 druid spell. I know they listed a couple at the beginning. I already forgot what they were. That's right. You're considered divination now. Kind of. Let's go back to druid. Just download all the free books so you can read about it. It's a good idea. Okay, here we go. Here's some spells that they mention. Animal Friendship, Cure Wounds, Fairy Fire, and Thunder Wave. Here's one that you're going to like, because it seems like you're going to be really into the animal side of things. All right, Animal Friendship. So this is a level 1 druid spell. So you can know this and 3 other spells at level 1 if you would like, because they are level 1. Okay. They have a list of example spells if you just want to go just take them, which are those 4 that I said. Animal Friendship, Cure Wounds, Fairy Fire, and Thunder Wave. This is the hardest part of getting into spell casting because you have no idea what kind of spells you have ahead of you. Some are going to be utility. Some are going to be like changing how the battle is. Some are going to affect people directly. Some are going to be harmful. Some are going to heal people. Some are going to affect only animals. Some are going to affect only nature. Some are going to do seemingly nothing. Some can make people turn invisible. There's a plethora of things. Really good thing to do is to find just a list of level 1 druid spells. That way you can look through them. Let's see if we can find what do they even call it? 2024? All right. That's not even all of them. Come on. Cool. Thank you for giving me The exact same. All right, we'll go based off of this list here. The big important thing to just know is you get to pick 4 of them. Okay? And then every day after a long rest, you can cast 2 of those 4. All right, does that make sense? So you have 4 to pick from, and you can mix and match any way you want. You could even cast 2 of the same spell if you want. But once you cast those 2, you are spent on those spell slots. You still have your cantrips, because those you can cast infinitely. So you... thank you, ad blocker. You, as a level 1 druid, get to pick 2 cantrips, 2 druid cantrips. As a magician druid, you get 1 additional cantrip. So you actually have a 3rd cantrip. And then since you are a high elf, you technically have a 4th cantrip. Right now, it's technically prestidigitation, but it doesn't have to be. The one difference with that 4th one is it needs to be a wizard cantrip and not a druid cantrip. Does that all of that make sense to you? Is that making sense? Okay, cool. So yeah, we're really just going to come down to you just going through and picking them. We can go over that later. You also can change out. You can replace one of your cantrips with a different cantrip every time you level up. And then you can see over time here. So like when you hit level 4, you gain another cantrip. And then once again at level 10, you gain another cantrip. So by the time you hit level 10, which is the max amount of cantrips you'll learn, outside of if you take any more feats or something else, you will know 6 cantrips. Pretty manageable. Okay. Next thing, just to make sure we get your spell slots correct. It's the same deal as your cantrips. These are just spells. These are spells that you expend. Once they are gone, you are spent until you get to take a long rest. You can see every single level, your number of spells goes up for the most part. So when you get to level 2, you'll know you'll be able to cast 3 first level spells, but you'll also know 5. When you get to level 3, this is a huge, pretty much every odd level is a huge benchmark for most spellcasters in early game. You not only now know 4 first level, can cast 4 first level spells, you can now cast 2 second level spells, and you know 6 spells. You can have 6 spells prepared for that day. So you can do any mixture of level 2 and level 1 spells however you like. Just you can cast 4 level 1s and 2 level 2s. Does that make sense? I know we're jumping ahead a little bit as far as like your future abilities, but I just want to make sure as far as how the magic system works that you understand it. Okay, cool. Every time you take a long rest, you can change your prepared spells. You do not need to be locked into the same 4 spells for the entire game. So say you no longer are you're like, man, I never use Fairy Fire. I want to use a different spell. You can, after you take a long rest, you can swap out Fairy Fire for a different spell. Simple as that. Whoops. Calm down, book. Welcome back, Turnip. All right. This is a very important part, and this is why your wisdom score is so important for your character, because wisdom is your spell casting ability for your druid spells. And you also need a spell casting focus. So in the case of your starting equipment, that was what your quarterstaff was. You need to use your spell casting focus for casting your spells. They got fed up with your Guilty Gear lore. Well, welcome to the D&D, not lore, but learning D&D podcast now. So let's pop back to over here just for a second. Oh, sure, yeah, it's no problem. Okay. See if they talk about it at all. They don't, but oh well. Okay. We'll just go back over here. We'll not worry about it too much. Thankfully, your level 1 is pretty short and sweet outside of the spell casting. Just know that you can speak the secret language, druidic language. And cool thing that kind of goes with it is you always have the speak with animal spells prepared. You do not have to have speak with animals take up a slot in your prepared spells. Rivals is a fucked up thing where it drops me in the middle of a losing match and it's frustrating me sometimes. Oh, dude, yeah, that shit sucks. So what's really, really cool for you, Shantae, as someone who's very interested in the animal aspect, is you do not need to use a slot for speak with animals. Well, you need to use a slot, but you don't need to have it be one of your 4 prepared. It is always prepared for you, but you do have to still spend the slot for it. But you can use your druidic language to leave hidden messages. Anyone else who knows the druidic language automatically can spot said message. Others, though, have to do an investigation check, but they won't be able to decipher it without magic. Druidic language is the most secret language there is in D&D. Yep, sounds good, Turnip. Super, super cool, and it's like you can get banished from your druidic order if you teach others the druidic language. And then the other thing was choosing your primal order, which you chose magician. So you get that extra cantrip. So you have 3 druid cantrips. And then your mystical connection to nature gives you a bonus to your intelligence, arcana, or nature checks. And the bonus equals your wisdom modifier. Your wisdom modifier is 2, so you get a pick. Are you going to do arcana, or are you going to do nature to give a bonus to? I know you chose to be proficient in Arcana, but I don't know if you chose to add also your wisdom to it. So make sure to check that. Check and see if it says 4 or 6. Okay. They don't have haunted one anymore. Arcana says plus 16? That doesn't sound right. No. Shantae is not. Shantae is playing with her own group on Saturday, but her DM is not teaching her how to play, and it's frustrating to me. So I'm helping her. You want to read your breakdown for me as to why it says plus 16? Should have a kind of a breakdown. It's not, especially since this is the third campaign and she's died in the other 2 campaigns immediately. So in your skills, just in your skills section. So like, for example, my skills section here is this is what mine looks like. So like, I was looking at Arcana. If it was intelligence, +2 from proficiency. So, but I don't have proficiency, so I'm just +2. It's just my intelligence. Let me go back to the beginning of this book because it has an example character sheet, so I can have kind of a better idea. Intelligence said +9. That doesn't sound right. No. What is your intelligence stat? You should be able to join. Yeah, it gives you your plus. It gives you +1 to intelligence as a high elf. This one was called like, oof, I don't know. I already forgot. This was Eve of Night, and your name was the password. Okay, you were looking at saving throws. That makes more sense. So it should be modifier is what you're looking at. Yeah, you would be a god. If you were level 1 with those kinds of stats, you would be a god. Plain and simple. And mind you, I don't know what the like yeah, it's more trying with a capital M. That's me. I'm silly. I don't know what the character creation thing looks like in D&D Beyond. So I'm just working off of the character sheet that they show here. So should be your modifier plus your proficiency. So your Arcana, gonna be pretty close to this, is probably a 4. Not sure why it would say 16. 16 might be your DC. Unfortunately, I cannot look at it. But yeah, my guess is it's not the actual Arcana. I think it's your spell save DC, if I had to guess. Your spellcasting modifier is your wisdom, which is a +2. Your spell attack bonus would be your proficiency +2, so it'd be a +4. And your spell save DC, I thought it was 10 plus proficiency plus the appropriate stat modifier. I could be wrong. In a hot minute. Did I not tell you about spellcasting modifier on here? Wow, they really just kind of leave you hanging, huh? Increases, yep, whenever it increases, Level druid, blah, 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 blah. Oh, they do have a list of spells. Oh, that's awesome. That is nice. Okay. I give mad respect for that. They don't talk about your spellcasting modifier. Modifier is a +7 and your attack is a +9. Really? Huh. That's interesting. They add their level now? Oh. Oops. Far enough. Preparing spells, blah, 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 blah. Duration effects. They really just don't give you a whole lot of information. Guess let me go to the beginning of class. Where do they talk about? Determine ability scores. Yep. Okay. Here we go. You said you had 13 hit points? That doesn't sound right. All right. Spell save DC is 8. ++ spell casting ability modifier plus proficiency bonus. Spell attack bonus, spell casting ability modifier plus proficiency bonus. Yeah, I guess so. It's just, I don't know what's going on with, I think there might be something going on with. Is your proficiency bonus still a 2? I just want to make sure you're not mixing up score and modifier. I guess I should probably explain modifiers to you. I never did that. Because this is the modifier breakdown based on what number your score is. So like your intelligence and wisdom were 15, so it was a +2 modifier. Everything I was 12 to 13 was a +1. Your strength. Okay, I gotcha. All right. Well, I hope it was somewhat helpful. Didn't really get to go into spells too much, which is the most complicated part, but hopefully it helped you out. Oh my goodness gracious. Good. Don't be afraid to pop back in for, you know, if you have any questions or need any help. Your DM should be helping you with this stuff, in all honesty. My pleasure. It's my pleasure. I just feel bad that you're being kind of thrown into the deep end without any help, and that's just in poor taste. I will share with everyone here that the poster is pretty much done by Corgi. It looks great. I love it. It's got the QR code for the Tiltify. We got Slime, we got Pyramid Head, we got Maya, we got a Colossus. We got my dumbass. We got the start time. So I'm super excited for this. This is cool. Feel free to share it around. I put it in the chat. Oh, Chante, are you part of my Discord? If you're not, feel free to join. That way you can you're able to reach out to me. Get in there, girl. Yeah, get a part of it. That way you're able to reach out to me Discord if you have any questions. I just realized, like, during some of those explanations, you could have just got hit by an ad, and that would have sucked. So I apologize if that ever happened. There we go. Welcome in. So it's almost 11 o'clock for you, so... Okay. Does that make you Central Time? No, that makes you Mountain Time, right? You're 4 hours ahead of me. You are Central. Okay. So it's only 10 o'clock for you then, right now. All right, that's how it works. Because West Coast Pacific's only 2 hours ahead of me. I don't know. I get them mixed up then? I thought Mountain was an extra hour away. Whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna gift you a little sub too, so that way you don't run into being blocked by ads later. -20. Oof. It was a frigid 70 degrees for me today. You're welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm glad it was helpful for you. I do have a community tabletop channel. Take my 70 degrees and shove it. Damn, come on. I live in Hawaii. So you're welcome to hop in there if you like. At some point after this fundraiser, I'm going to be doing tabletop games. So I would love to be able to give you a good, I don't want to say good like I'm dissing your other DM, but just like I want to give you a real good, like, proper introduction into the tabletop game scene. New players are very welcome, more than welcome. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and you diss him all the time. Okay. I mean, he is one of your managers, so that helps. I do not know why. I have no idea what SSS Gridman is, but for some reason the Reddit just keeps sending me updates, and it's always pictures of the girls in it. I don't get it. I don't know. He clearly has a lot to learn. If you ever need any help, just message me. I'm on there. My DMs are always open to people. So try to I appreciate it. You have a good night as well, and sweet dreams. We will see you later. I can start adding this stuff. I'm able to edit event. Yep, that's fine. Upload cover image. Wow. Cool. Thanks. Reddit. Or not Reddit, Discord. We got that. So we're just kind of setting it up in a couple places. I'll go ahead and let this sit here for now so people will actually, better yet. I will pull this up. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and I want to get that over onto Tiltify as well. I'm going to add a little media. Branding, media, add media, image, downloads, fundraiser. Just nothing. I just realized that I'm live on there right now. Okay. I'll just save the changes. Okay. Now I just want to make sure. Would I do it as fundraiser? Yeah, cool. Okay. So I have a couple goals here. I have a couple things I need to get ready for. My party, the party is essentially going to be going in a couple different directions here. Based on their choices. So I'm just going to minimize this. Going to minimize this. I want these open. Cool. All right. Who's all still here right now? Okay, this is what I was preparing. You want ab. I was hoping for a good image. There we go. That looks so blown out. Shit, that's the only one. Huh. I wonder if there's any way. Oh, that's shitty. I need to grab an image of this character. paint. Okay. Still doesn't look the best, but it's the best I've got. Oh, Pasqualopoulos, you still there? I guess no. I guess I'm flying solo right now. Okay. We can close this. Picture. Data. Images. So this is always a whole lot of fun getting to deal with campaigns. We want Rise of the Rune Lords. Images is the big one. So we want images. Okay. We moved her in there. Well. Going to refresh. To refresh. Mark it in there. Or did I put it in campaign? I put it in campaign. I always make that mistake. There we go. Cool. Fuck. All right. Question is how to make this character though. So my goal, we're trying to bring a old, used to be a 5th level cleric, 1 level rogue. So let's just go to Path Builder. We're gonna go ahead and do our thing. Accept. New character, get started. Yep. Okay, we're gonna be a human. Acolyte. Cleric. Excuse me. Rank Dex. That's not where we'd want that at. So let's do actually wisdom. Yep. We want that. Charisma's fine. Intelligence is fine. shoot. We're gonna have to just do this. Skill training. Acrobatics and I might as well do this over here. So acrobatics and no, sorry. Not acrobatics. No. Deception. Beauty skill. Already has religion. Wouldn't make any sense, but whatever. Yeah. Society. Okay. And an extra one to put for, we're gonna do acrobatics. Okay. I'm just gonna say she's a versatile. Yeah, versatile human. Hit points this year. 49. She's pretty hardy. So maybe some toughness. And then let's have her. Trying to think of what'll just be kind of easy. Just get another general feat. Let's see. Astrology. It's kind of tough. I don't normally do stuff like this, so gives a mental effect. Carnation feat. Tribal bond. First level class feat. Oh, sure, let's do that. Then she can learn. When you select this, you should... Just second deity. Let's do premonition of avoidance. Divine vaunt. Think of healing. I've just got channel negative. Seems more like a cloistered cleric. Glacier Cleric. So let's take a look at that first and foremost. Okay. Okay. And domains are I'm gonna see if she oh. Wow. That even one anymore? No. Oh my good golly gosh. Excuse me. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do that one. Rest looks good. We're going to 5th level. Oh, actually, we're going to 6th level. Because yeah, that one's okay. It's not super good. Wow, that's pretty good. Let's see, what does she wield? Yeah, I like that. So let's do that one. Emblazon armament. As for a skill feat, one of them would make sense. Pilgrim's token. Content. Smuggler, dubious knowledge, courtly graces. I'm gonna go with charming liar. Cool. We're gonna go ahead and increase her. Increase. Let's see what all. Bluff? Yeah, let's go ahead and increase her deception. Gets another general feat. Christian planner. Robust health. Untrained improvisation. Keen faller. Just repair, fleeing diversion, fleet. Confabulator. Never even seen that one before. Ancestral Paragon. No. Let's do fleet. Level 4. I think we'll get a yes. I think that'll work out perfectly. So level 4, sacred ground. A symbol. Prayer touch weapon. Initial domain spell for that domain. Oh, that's pretty cool. Sure, you get to failure. Oh, that's kind of a cool one. Let's do that. Cognitive crossover. Do the best way. That one's not like crazy amazing. Streetwise. Sure, let's do that. Alright, level 5's pretty big. We're gonna get a skill increase. We're gonna increase her stuff. And she's gonna get strength, dex, con, wisdom. And she's going to these are always tough. Clever improviser. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. Okay, so this dedication. Cool. Which will get her wear armor. Studded leather. It's not really a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Catfall. Escape. It's a funny one. Just flip a deck of cards to help you get away. Slippery prey. That one's pretty good, actually. Do that. And then she gets another skill feat. Let's just do armored stealth, I guess. She gets surprise attack. Cool. Or would I have needed to take that earlier? What if I took that earlier? So let's say clear this out. Let's go back to this. Let's say we do this. We got her. What did I pick? Slippery prey. So let's say we did that. We got her clever or whatever. There we go. She's only right at the beginning, so yeah. Cool. I think that works better for what she is kind of going for. We're going to give her scimitar. Give. Also going to have studded leather. Just a studded leather. Perfect. As well as a buckler. I think we'd want it to be a sturdy buckler. What all can you do with a buckler? Silver buckler. There. Standard. I can't type anything in. Cold iron buckler. Just don't want to do a cold iron buckler, like, or an adamantine buckler. That's crazy. I guess it would be essentially a sturdy lesser, but whatever. Give. Okay. And what else does she have? She does have as well a weapon. It's a dagger. Scimitar is going to have, I'm guessing it'd be options. It's going to have a +1 potency and a striking. Excellent. Accept. And same with this. +1 potency. Perfect. All right, and then she also has a... Does that still exist? Let's find out. Cloak. Pretty sure it does. It's just a matter of finding it. I think one of my players has it in another game. Cloak. Damn, I thought for sure it existed. Huh. Weird. I swore it existed. 2E. Effective. Oof. Oh boy. Okay. That's fucked, but hey. Illusion. Okay, and we want to add. Well, I'm gonna add that to her. Cool. Okay. Okay, cool. All right, so if we wanted to, I don't think it'll let me export. Save character. Yeah. I was logged in. Okay. JSON has been exported. JSON. Never been able to figure out what to do with the JSON file. What do I do with a what do I do with a JSON file for fantasy? Hey, welcome back, Zavi. Not a whole lot. I just created a character that I'm going to be possibly using here soon. An enemy. Importing characters. I'm trying to figure out how to use the JSON file. Yeah, she's pretty cool. She is a cleric with a little bit of rogue abilities, so I don't think I'm going to get away with that, so I'm just going to move this over here. Yeah. And then I'm just going to type it in. Okay. Firstly, we're going to keep her unidentified. Right, she would be medium. Humanoid. Let's see. Initiative is typically, where are you? 14. Level 6. Got plus 14 perception. She's got plus 14 stealth, so she could be sneaky. She only knows common. Got a plus 11 acrobatics. So you've never played any sort of tabletop game before, right, Zavi? Keep looking over on the wrong thing. Deception. Lore scribing. Never? Maybe something you'd be interested in doing at some point. Plus 12 religion. Plus 8 society. 14 stealth. Mostly been lurking in some streams while gaming. You would be interested. This looks interesting. It's a lot of fun. Takes a bit to really get yourself into it. It's a pretty steep curve because you have to learn a lot. But I'll tell you, the payoff is fantastic. She has studded leather, sturdy shield, cloak of illusion, dagger, brass key in shape of... Oh my gosh, why did I forget her name? Shape of holy symbol of... Oh man, I had a brain fart. Oh no! Should say right here on tree. Do you watch my Monday streams at all? Why am I having... Iomade. My goodness, I didn't... You have before? I think it's spelled like that. What has kind of stood out to you on those? AC is going to be 24. Fortitude is a 12, 11, and a 14. Does have any additional save abilities? She has got a hardy 74 hit points. No hardness, no immunities, no weaknesses, and no resistances. Okay. Most time they tell you that you can pick whatever character you want and be any race you want. For the most part, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you ever played like a fantasy RPG before? Like one where you build a character. Where's speed go? There it is. She's got 30 feet. Never played a D&D. You played games like Skyrim and Elder Scrolls, so it's kind of along the same lines as far as like very basic. Build a character. Oh, kind of kid them out how you want to play them. Go out into the world. Essentially the deal. Okay, so she's got a limit. Oh, we're not wanting to work. Okay. Need to use a monster with a weapon as an example. Really, actually, anything will work. So there we go. Scimitar is a plus 13. I think scimitars are agile. They're not. Whatever. Plus 13. Damage is 2d6 plus 4. Flashing. Offensive. She has got a lot. A sneak attack. Do you enjoy games like that, though? You strike a character. Is off guard. Add 1d6 extra damage. Yes, they are so fun. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I think you'd really like D&D, or D&D is definitely the most friendly, well, beginner friendly compared to this one that I run. Oh, pardon me. Called Pathfinder. Pathfinder is a little crunchier of a game. Rest of the stuff doesn't really matter. Surprise attacks. She does get surprise attack. The first round of combat, if you roll deception or stealth, creatures that haven't acted are off guard too. I do have a tabletop section in the Discord that you're welcome to start trying to kind of ingratiate yourself into. After this whole fundraiser stream, I'm gonna start actually setting up and running games through it. So, and beginners are very much welcome. You are welcome to get into that. I should actually probably lose that. I love this song. Alright, so she can cast up to 3rd level spells. Rather just put these in her spell section. Spell class. Cleric. Divine. Plus 12. Plus 12. Sorry, plus 13. Plus 13. 4. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, let's pick out some spells for her, huh? Let's start with her cantrips. I don't think this is a cantrip anymore, so I've never even heard of it. Let's see. This will be kind of a fun part, so bear with me here, Zavi. Will it let us type type cantrip? They don't have poopy. So level 1 cantrips. Fine. All right. I think a obvious choice would be light. Light's always kind of a so we're gonna do light. We're going to do guidance. We are going to do detect magic. Detect magic's not as good anymore, but we're still gonna do it. And then what the fuck is draw moisture? Huh. Bidding ward. Bullhorn. Days. Divine lands. No direction. Needle darts. The arousing splash. Sigil. Summon instrument. Maybe void warp. Yeah, we'll just do void warp. Okay, level 1. We're gonna do air bubble or alarm. Cause fear. So the fear spell is gonna be a good pick. Let's do what else? We can do heal. We can do divine favor. Is that even an option, or it's not? What did divine favor do? +1. Okay. So +1 luck bonus on attack and weapon damage. Whoa. I don't think anything equivalent still exists to that. Otherwise, personal. Can use bless. Bane. Bless would bless herself. Magic weapon, mending, mystic armor. Manage the odds. Protection. Rainbow's End. Ray of Enfeeblement. Sacred Beast Sanctuary. Schadenfreude. Shielded Arms. Thoughtful Gift. She does know animate undead. I didn't realize over first level. Magic Stone. So I guess I'll give her Bless. That's at least a +1. Bless. Spearing Mist. Does that still exist? I don't think so. Runic Body, Runic Weapon. What does Schadenfreude do? Cleanse Cuisine, Concordant Choir. Infuse Vitality. Oh, it's kind of tough. What's Protection do? Yeah. Let's have her no protection. It's gonna be kind of the equivalent to Shield of Faith. To restyle. That's awesome. Sacred Beasts. Shielded Arm. That's awesome. Spirit Link. Could do Summon Undead. What does Magic Stone do? Oh, yeah. Okay. Lesser Servitor. I guess let's do Summon Undead. That'd be kind of a fun one. Alright. Let's do level 2. Level 2 is going to be more heal. Let's just get the heal on there. Oh, I gotta put heal from back here up there. Heal. What else? Enthrall. Ooh. I don't know what we could have. Augury, Banishing Touch. Using Armory, Blood Vendetta, Calm Motions, Claws of the Otter, Comprehend Language, Continual Flame, Darkness, Deafness, Death Knell. What is Death Knell? If this kills it, oof. Wow, that's crazy. Brawl, Hold Person, Silence, and Spiritual Weapon. Endure Elements, Enhance Victuals. Light Fairy Fire, Final Sacrifice. Gentle Repose, Ghoulish Cravings. Inner Radiance Torrents, really fucking cool. Marvelous Mount, Mimic Undead, Noise Blast, Peaceful Rest, Reaper's Lantern. Restoration, restore senses. Share life, shield other. Okay, so silence. Silence was 1. Sound body. Spiritual armament, right? Is that right? Damage as soon as the chosen entity attack deals spirit damage. Cool. What is spiritual? Is this the old one? Yeah. Status. What else was there? Hold person. I don't think there's a hold person. Or enthrall, for that matter. I think I have to replace the 2 of them. Irritable urge. Final sacrifice. Oh shit. That's insane. Sudden blight. Each living. Oh. Summoner's Visage. What is this? Transform. Oh. So helpful. Thermal remedy. Oh, here's that blight. Each living creature. Interesting. Sound body, sound burst. Shield other. See the unseen. Light, restore senses, restoration. What is Reaper's Lantern? Huh. Oh, that's good against undead. That's fascinating. That's Guiding Star. Ghoulish Cravings. Boom, boom. Gentle Repose. Okay. Do 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 do. let's give her this. That's fun. Don't get to see that too often. Let's do... Oh, wow. It's an expensive spell. Sure. All right. Cool. And third level. I don't know if I have any of these spells. Animate Dead, Magic Vestment, Searing Light. Searing Light still exists. Maybe. Or got replaced with something else. Soothing Blossom, Searing Light. Oh my goodness. My apologies. Chilling Darkness, Circle of Protection. Crisis of Faith. Familiar's Face. I'm a bit of a sleepy boy. There's Heroism. +1 bonus to attack rolls. I passed out at like 8 o'clock last night. I was out. Yeah, here we go. It's unfortunate because now we're going to have the Unholy trait, but that's okay. So she would have that because that's essentially Searing Light. Just walk. Mind of Menace. Oh, that's a very long cast time. Perceive the threats of fate. Jesus. Long applause. Rouse skeletons. Oh, that's kind of a cool one. That could be a fun one. Vampiric Feast. Yeah, because I can't... There's no Animate Undead, unfortunately, for third level. So I'm going to... Unless Animate... Hold on. Unless Summon Undead has... Oh, Summon Undead has heightened. Oh, okay. So she would also have a Summon Undead for level 2 and level 3. Okay. And then she would have Magical Vestment, but I don't have anything for Magical Vestment. Closest thing I would have is Heroism. So we'll just go ahead and do that. Cool. And then she gets her Domain spell, which is from the Destruction. Which I already forgot. Hey, what's up, Judy? How you doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Doing some game prep after doing some fundraising prep. Getting stuff ready for Monday as well. Got to get prepped for whatever my players are going to do. Okay, Destruction Domain gives me Cry of Destruction. So let's give our girl here Cry of Destruction. Cool. That'll be her focus spell. Yeah. This will be her domain, making a enemy. Level 6. Did I do that for up here? I did not. Level 6. Plus 13. Plus 13. She has only got 1 focus point. How was your stream? Did you play more of that RPG you were playing yesterday? Cry of Destruction. At this point... Okay, so it'll do... Ouch. It's going to do 3d8 damage. Woof. Nice. Is it starting to like pick up? Get a little better? I like don't remember a damn thing from when I was watching you yesterday. We were all kind of fucking around a lot too, though. So you fell in what? Into the game? You actually like it now? I don't think I need to really. Bit sus though. Story seems like it might pick up later, but the story's been a bit slow right now. Ooh, are you still in chapter 1? Oh. You did say BRB. I just figured you went off to go do something else and didn't think you were pooping that whole time. You take the longest poops in existence, dude. It's crazy. Okay. Yeah, I think this bitch is ready. Zadendi. Cool. So she is ready. Just finished chapter 1. Okay. Yeah, any idea how many chapters there are? Take poops and forget because I'm scrolling through my phone. Okay. So I just need to tuck her away for now. All right. So we are going to be... There isn't really a huge crossroads that's about to happen on my Monday games, but a big part is about to happen. They're about to go on to a new city. It's a city called Magnamar. A city of monuments. Oh, you in the bed, bud? Nighty night, Poop Meister. We'll see you next time. Well, the city is pretty huge. Especially when you compare it to the town they're in. Like, this is the town they're in. Okay. So this is our starting town of Sandpoint. Dude, it's going to be exciting. So Sandpoint, gosh, if I had to guess, maybe 1,800 feet, longest. Shipped out today. God, I'm jealous of that. Versus Magnamar here, which is like, look at that. Same measuring device, 2,000. So this thing is like, this town is easily 5 times as big. Can't even see all the buildings. So they're going to be going... Lark. They're probably going to be coming into Magnamar and going through the Ordelia district. They're big thing they're going to try and do is go to the Naos district, I believe. Actually, I have to look at the adventure. I can't remember which. You're sleeping yesterday at 11. Well, that's good that you're getting some rest. Like I said, I passed out at 8. Like I fell asleep early. All right. There are only 3 to 4 chapters. Oh, okay, yeah, that's way shorter than I thought it was gonna be. Once I turn the PC off, I'm going to sleep again. Well, if you're a sleepyhead, then you should get some sleep. I know this is not the most exciting stream I could be doing, but figure is a good way to just chill and chat with people. Here we go. Nation. Oh, well, you don't need to feel bad. No, go watch anime. What are you guys gonna watch? Don't feel bad at all. The Grand Arc District. Where is that? Something on the newer side? I don't even see the Grand Arch District. What is it talking about? Yeah, lots of choices. Save them Nikki outfits. If I had to guess, Silver Star Plaza, I think, oops, wrong book. I think this is Silver Star Plaza. No, that can't be. There, that's Silver Star Plaza. So the Capital District. Okay. Yeah, go watch some animes. Go enjoy yourselves. I'm just going to be plugging away at this for a little while longer. I can smell dinner cooking. All F Silver Star. No. Star Silver. Got it backwards. Star Silver. Ah. Star Silver Plaza. Ah, I was right. It is Naos. Damn, I'm good at my job. Oh, I need to go grab my book. I'll BRB. Hey, what's up, gamer? How you doing, buddy? Oh. Oh boy, oh boy. Doing good. That's awesome, man. I love to hear that. Foxglove Townhouse. I'm just doing some prep. Kind of just chatting, doing some prepping for my next game day on Monday, as well as I was doing some prep for the fundraising stream as well. That'll be happening on Saturday and Sunday. District. Imagine that's where they're gonna go. Accidentally ruined your new Switch copy of Final Fantasy X. Oh no, what happened? It's true, getting pissed won't fix it. How'd you accidentally ruin it though? What do you mean? So to get to the Nouse district, if I remember correctly, it just showed it. Yeah, they'll have to come through, go up, go along the wall, and then take the incline up. Yeah. Dropped it in your hot chocolate. Oh, my man, I'm so sorry to hear that, dude. How'd you drop it in your hot chocolate? Oh, I'm sorry, Ben. That's crazy. Don't. I feel like I'm gonna have to do another watch through. Yeah, I'll be there in a bit. Yeah, I actually don't know how much more prep I can do for this. I'll move over here. Do I have? I do. Excellent. Oh, cool. Magnemar. Yes, I said just a minute. You're standing over your desk, your hot chocolate was on, popped open the switch to put it into the game, mishandled it, dropped it in the hot chocolate. Damn. That's the one unfortunate thing about cartridges, right? They're pretty rough to bring them back. Okay. I don't think they give me much as far as info for what I had before, but I wanted to make sure I had these really nice pictures for McNamara. And then I do have one more thing I want to do, but I have to really take the time to do it. How long have I been going? About 3.5 hours. Not too bad for this kind of rando stream. Lots and perils. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. My stream's unstable. Oh. Uh-oh. Hope you can still hear me. Ah, that sucks. Yeah, I just saw that. Bummeroni and cheese when that happens. I'm really trying to just bite off more than I can chew. Alright, this is stuff I'll have to read through later. Yeah, I'm still unstable, unfortunately. That's annoying. I wonder why that happened. God damn it, knowing my luck, that's gonna happen this weekend. It's gonna piss me off. I'm now live streaming. What the fuck is this guy? I think this guy's in the other book too. I don't know. Fucking creepy looking though. Check this guy out. Let's move the whole thing. Called the Forever Man. Creepy. Oh. exciting stuff. He's level 15. Jesus. Oh. That's interesting stuff. Man, I don't know if I want to bother with. Oh God, Brain Devourer. Or sorry, Intellect Devourer. Okay. Yeah, I think the most I'm gonna want to do is get the NPC portraits prepared for some of these characters. But besides that, I don't really want to do much else. It's just too much here. And I don't want to over prepare, and I don't know what they're gonna do. So I'm gonna. Fuck, that's annoying. Yeah, okay. So what I'm really gonna want to do is like update stuff on Obsidian Dragon. Not that anyone uses it, but I have found more pictures of NPCs for the town for Sandpoint, and I want to use them. Some of them are really good. Like got one this cool one of Baylor. We have one of Sava, which is too late. We already have one of Sava, so we got Ryza. We got Dask Horvit. We already had Potiker, so we're good on that. But we got Jesk, Brini, Jabal Sorn. Cedric, Drokus, Elsar Gandethus. Yep, I have 2 dogs. We even have Rinshin Povali, Jargi Quinn. I have 2 Pupperoos, Bathana Corwin. Got this other cool picture of Amiko. I really like this picture of Amiko. It's really good. Yeah, 2 dogs. Both of them are standard poodles. 1 black, 1 cream colored. We got Jasper. We already had one of Jabrail. We got Kate. Varvashali. We even have Hannah. So yeah, I can add those onto the Obsidian Dragon and play around with some stuff. But I think especially since the stream crashed, I'm just going to call it here, go eat some dinner and call it a night. I know this wasn't the most entertaining probably of streams, guys, but I do appreciate people that still chose to come out and hang. A 13-year-old rat terrier named Lucy. She's your baby girl. Aw, that's cute. Yeah, they're both my baby girls, our puppy dogs. Got Cherries, the older one. I think she's about 3 now. And then we have Mango, our newest one. I think she's like 8 months old or something like that, maybe. I don't know if they've decided on what one yet. Judy mentioned that it might be ReZero. ReZero might be kind of an intense first watch, but hey. I know a lot of people love it, so. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and wrap it up, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for chilling. Thank you, Lost Soul, for the resub. Wow, she's lived a long time. Solo leveling, Attack on Titan, Kaiju number 8, Cowboy Bebop, Sword Art Online. Yeah, we recommended a couple of those. We recommended Attack on Titan and Cowboy Bebop yesterday. I'll do something a little more exciting tomorrow for the stream because I don't work tomorrow. So, yeah, night, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll do something a little more crazy. As in just play a game. But we'll figure out who to raid out to. Shame Pasquatopus isn't live. Addressing the Google Doc. Ooh, Outlaw Star. Ah, dude, thank you, Anime Gamer, for reminding me of that one. That one's so good. Watch to your eternity, huh? Made in Abyss. I guess I haven't rated Midnight in a while. Daniil is playing Legend of Dragoon. Well, shucks. Well, we've never rated Sin, I guess. I don't know, guys. Honestly, I'm just not feeling it, so I'm just gonna close her up. Just gonna close up shop. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm sure I'll be more woo, 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 for that one. So, y'all have a good night. I love you. Take care. Au revoir. So long. Bye bye.